So sorry. At first, I would like to say about India's public policies. You see that public policies are quite different from individual policies, because the individual policies are taken for families and individuals. On the other hand, public policies are taken by the government mainly for greater number of people in a country. So there are certain what I say certain attributes of public policies, because these policies are made for in response to sort out some problems that requires attention. The policy is made on the public's behalf. This policy is oriented towards a goal or a desired state, such as solution of a problem. Policy is ultimately made by governments. The public policies are made by governments, even if the ideas come from outside government and through the interaction of government and non-government actors. The policy is what the government chooses to do or not to do. All right. And then I would like to say about India's foreign policy. Actually, India, the word foreign politics is not a very old concept. It was the concept of the previous century, and our India's foreign policy was shaped by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and our freedom fighter and the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Once Jawaharlal Nehru said that a country's foreign policy encompasses more than just in international policies. It also includes its commitment, present interests and ambitions, and the values of proper conduct that espouses. In the pre-independence period, India's foreign policy was guided by the interest of the British government. India adopted an independent foreign policy as soon as it attained freedom. So the root of India's foreign policy was formed in the resolution regarding aims and objectives of the Assembly of the Assembly, 13 December 1946, where we find that Jawaharlal Nehru moved a resolution. In paragraph 8, it reads that these ancient land attains the rightful and honored place in the world and makes it full and willing contribution to the promotion of world peace and welfare of mankind. A non-aligned movement was India's basis of foreign policy, but it has shifted from non-alignment to multi-alignment, I would say. That and foreign policy under Prime Minister Modi is though it has the basic structure, it follows the basic structure, but still it has changed a little bit. I would like to say about that. When Narendra Modi came to power in 2014, many people thought that what would be the next foreign policy under Modi. There came many situations where India had to take stand. Recently, India caught between historic ties with its old friend Russia and burgeoning partnership with the United States. But India deftly navigated relations with these global powers following the invasion of Ukraine. All right. So how India now emerged as a global power? The first-sighted Prime Minister of India took stock of the ongoing global challenges, particularly tensions that arose between Russia and US-led Western powers. After the attack of Russian troops Ukraine last year in 2022, the relations between Russia and Western powers in general and the United States in particular have reached a nadir. When the Western powers began to show their red eyes on Russia, China did not waste time extending goodwill gestures and helping hands to its communist friend, the second most powerful country. China, when coming closer to Russia, the US felt insecurity in the international arena, though it continued to get a cooperation and solidarity from European countries. Okay. So India has a very good relation now with Russia, because in the pre-independence period also Russia set up its consulate in India, and India's relation is always good with Russia, and India's relation at present with the US is also good. India's relation with China, India's relation with Japan is also very warm. So now I'd like to say about public policies. And then foreign policy, I said that and because in the and I would like to say now about the major public policies that that the Prime Minister had taken, which has transformed India. After winning the two-thirds majority in 2014 general elections, the present government it took some very good and very elaborate and very people-friendly public policies that has helped India to develop itself, to transform itself. Okay, so at first I would like to say about, because the Prime Minister of India, the present Prime Minister of India, after coming to power, thought that women form the 50% population of India. If the women are empowered, then a country is empowered. So to empower women, at first she thought that women, at least every girl child should see the light of sun. That's why he started a program that is called Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. That means save girl, and educate girl. So as a result of this policy, what happened? India achieved a good. India achieved something good. What is being found, that in the sex ratio, that has been reflected in sex ratio in 2015 and 2016, while the sex ratio was for every 1,000 men, there was only 919 girls, but that has been improved from 1919 to 2021. It has been improved to 929. So 10% or 10 point it has been increased. So then he thought then India adopted the policy of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. That is so far since ancient time, Indian women, many Indian women, particularly in rural areas, using fuel, like firewood, coal, cow dung, etc., cow dung cake, etc. But that affect women's health a lot. That's why the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana initiated in 2016, and it is a flagship scheme of the government to provide clean fuel to the women, right? And as a result, we find that 8 crore LPG connections, new LPG connections, have been given to women, but in women. As a result, LPG coverage was increased from 62% on the 1st May 2016 to 99.8% in April 2021. So you see the difference. It has created a history in the empowerment of women. Then Jan Dhan Yojana, that is also another scheme. It was a very good scheme. Then Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, it was launched in 2014 by the Prime Minister, and under the scheme, the country was witnessed significant progress in financial inclusion in recent years. As per the latest National Family Health Survey, the population covered with bank accounts increased from 53% in 2015 to 78% in 2019 to 2021. It was reflected in the Economic Survey Report of 2022-2023, page 13. So in this way, we find that so many schemes that have transformed India. And then I would like to say that Make in India scheme, the Make in India scheme is also a flagship program of the government of India that aspires to facilitate investment, then foster innovation, enhance skill development, and build best-in-class manufacturing infrastructure. So this initiative was taken by the dynamic leadership of the Prime Minister of India in September 2014. So the PM or the government of India realized that India does not lack entrepreneurship energy, but the energy was not explored earlier. That's why, with a view to explore the initiative, explore the entrepreneurship energy of our youth and of our younger generation people, this scheme was initiated earlier. Then the Make in India project recognizes ease of doing business as the single most important factor to promote entrepreneurship. That Indian people found a complete change in government's mindset, and this shift was such that the Prime Minister himself declared the tenet of minimum government and maximum governance, right? So due to this innovative scheme of Make in India program, various sectors have opened up for foreign direct investment such as defense, manufacturing, railway, space, single branded retail, etc. Right, and this Make in India scheme focused on key sectors like semiconductors to achieve India's vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is the self-reliant India. Production linked scheme or PLI gives a huge boost to localized manufacturing in India. This project has encouraged India's entrepreneurs, and consequently India's export of toys registered tremendous growth. What is the growth? What was the growth level? It was 636% in April to August 2022 over the same period in 2013. So we find that India is marching very fast towards achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is self-reliant India. Then you see that when governance is good, without good governance, there cannot be sustainable development. That's why the government of India has taken a policy of non-compromise with corruption. That is why the Prime Minister of India declared war against corruption immediately after coming to power. The Prime Minister called that zero tolerance within inverted comma zero tolerance against corruption in a speech at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi in 2022. He said the corrupt should not escape at any cost, and they should not get any political or social protection. All right. So again, while he attended the Golden Jubilee celebration of the Central Bureau of Investigation in April 2023, he reiterated that there is no dearth of political will in the government to fight against corruption. So this was the attitude of the government to fight against corruption. And then third, you see that when the business is growing, when the industries are going up, when the foreign direct investments are coming to India, so definitely there would be necessary of electricity. That's why electricity for all, government of India thought that electricity should be provided to all people in rural areas. As a result of that, in 2015, Prime Minister Modi announced that all remaining villages shall be electrified within 1,000 days. He declared in 2015, and it is happy to note that rural electrification was held at a rapid speed, and in April 2018 the central government declared that all villages in India are electrified. It is a matter of happiness, and now India has what I say. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm just concluding the Namami Gange, and like this, so many and connecting India. Every day in India, about 34-kilometer roads are being constructed. So in this way, India is progressing. India is developing. From all these points, I think that India is really developing, and India is doing well. And with the combined effort of all the youths and all the people of India, will become a superpower by 2047, and it will become at least $25 trillion economy. And with this good hope, I would like to conclude here. Thank you very much. Thank you.